Okay, so we're in Reno, and I thought I kind of want to put on makeup, so since I do it so rarely, I feel like I would be wasting the opportunity to put on makeup if I didn't record it. So this would be a baseline. Like, this is how I normally wear my makeup, and I haven't done any sort of, I mean, I've done a little bit of research, but not a lot. And so my plan is to do some research to discover ways to apply my makeup so that I don't look 70, because I have, as you can see, these dark circles and these lovely puffy bags, and I have, my eyelids are hooded, so like when I open my eyes, which, you know, my eyes are open, then, and I'm wearing eyeshadow, like you can't see it. So I want to discover different ways to apply my makeup so that I don't look crazy. Or like I'm like really old. I mean, I am, but I know there are ways to hide it, so that's my goal. So I've kind of gotten everything out. I put some moisturizer on my face. I washed my face earlier today and did moisturizer, but then we were out and about, and so when we came back, I moisturized my face because I want it to be moist and supple for when I put, I mean, it's dry now, but for when I put the cosmetics on, I don't want it to be all cakey. I've also put lip balm on my lips because that's what I normally do. I put lip balm on my lips before I put on any sort of makeup. So here we go. I start with, let's see, this is my, I'm sure it says it, my concealer brush. So what I do is, I'm in the bathroom, right, and literally right at the sink. So I wet my brush, I put a little just water on it, so it's dripping, and then I kind of tamp it out a little bit, and then I have this veil, which is a white powder, and I put just a little bit on the brush, and then I tap off the excess, and then I have a mirror right here behind us, so, or behind you. No, in front of me. Anyway, so I take my concealer and I put it on the dark circle lines. And I actually leave it there until I apply my foundation. And then, so it's dry, and then I blend it with the foundation application, so. Go, little concealer, conceal those dark circle lines. You know what I discovered? I was going to use my, there's a magnifying mirror in this room, and I was going to use the magnifying mirror, but it doesn't, I think he went to get ice, I'm not sure. But it doesn't move, like it swings out and it angles down, but not far enough to where I could actually use it to be able to do this. So while I was looking in that magnifying mirror, I discovered that I have a white eyelash. One of my eyelashes is white. I'm not happy about this. I'm 51. How do I have a white eyelash? My eyelashes have always been dark, or at least, you know, relatively dark. If you get close enough, which, I mean, maybe you will, I don't know, you'll see that I also need to have my eyebrows threaded, which I only do about once a year, and I'm way overdue, but I'm way overdue. So I'm gonna have to call or stop in the mall after we get home. I wonder if there's a place here in Reno that does, I'm sure there's a place here in Reno that does eyebrow threading. I'm kind of scared about it though, because like I don't trust a lot of people with my face. I don't even trust myself with my face. That's why I hardly ever wear makeup. Aside from the fact that I don't know what I'm doing. So, okay. Hi, my name's Michelle. You wanna have dinner? Coffee? Anyway, so when I'm done, ooh, I have a towel laid down and I'm trying not to soak it, so When I'm done with that, I just rinse all the excess, or all the whatever I have on the concealer brush. I rinse it out, tamp it down, and then I let it dry. I try to be really conscientious about taking care of my brushes because they're really good brushes and I love them, and I don't want them to get to be bad brushes because I've done that in the past. But you'll see once we get to them that I'm not exactly super great about doing it with all of them. I'll get better. I will. This whole YouTube channel is another opportunity for me to get better about things like that. So the next thing that I do is I put my version of contouring. So I just use blush because it's a dark enough color that it's like I use it to put my cheeks on or whatever. It's contouring. So I'm going to put the lines where I want the lines to be so that my face is contoured and the shape that I want it to be, you know, because we don't want the face that we were born with. We want a different shaped face because we don't like the one that we have. When I say we, I mean me. Yeah, I know I look a little bit like a clown, but it gets better. I mean, a little bit better. I am kind of clown-like. So I contour for my cheeks, and then I come down here and I contour my jawline, and you know, I try and hide those jowls I got going on because that happens when you get old. I remember a friend of mine, she's about 10 years older than me, and she talked to me about makeup. I was in my 30s, early 30s, and I remember her having these little jowls, and I was like, oh, how does that happen? Like, is that a weight thing? Is that an age thing? Well, guess what? It might be a little bit of both. So, okay. And then I do a little contouring down here on my neck because, you know, we want to have a shape to our neck and not just, that's my shape anyway. And then I do just a little bit up here on my hairline, and sometimes there's a little bit left on the brush, but not this time. And then my nose is pretty broad, so I like to narrow it down a little bit with a little contouring just on the sides and then right on the sides of my nostrils, because I got my dad's nose, big and fat, which is fine if you're a pig or a cow, which, I mean, not that I haven't been described that in the past, if even by my own self. Okay, so I get to look like a clone for a little while I work on my eyes. So this is something that I learned. I know I mentioned that this is an inspiration by Bailey Sarian, if you saw my story on Facebook, and she does amazing makeup. And so she does Murder Mystery Makeup Mondays, and so she tells a story of a true crime story, and she does this on YouTube. It's the Bailey Sarian channel, and then she does this, like, she does her makeup like it's second nature for her. And I've noticed that she does her eyes first, and I think it's because when she does her eyes, like the powder and stuff like drizzles down onto her lower lid or her under eye, and so then she cleans it up after she's done, and then she puts the rest of her makeup on. So I'm taking a page out of her book, and that's what I'm doing. So another thing that I do before I even start is I have this handy dandy little brush. It looks like a mascara brush because that's what it is. It's a double-ended brush, but I use it to brush out my little tiny lower lashes here, and I've already done it, but it feels really good when I do it, so I'm doing it again. And I brush out my lashes on top, and then I also smooth out my eyebrows because sometimes they get to be a little crazy. So, and then I'll use this again, but not this end. I will use this end again, but right now I'm going to use this end. So this is an angled brush. I don't know if you can see it. It's an angled brush, and I use this for eyeliner and eyebrows. So, and I use the same product for my eyeliner and eyebrows. So this is called Multitasker, and I will share all of the products that I use down in the description box, so that you can have that to make reference to if you're interested. And all of what I'm using is Young Living Savvy makeup. So I just take a little tiny bit, and a little bit goes a long way. So this makeup has lasted me forever. And I just put a little eyeliner on underneath my lashes. And then I take what's left over on the brush, because I don't use all of it obviously, and I fill in a little color on my brows, because my brows are kind of light, thankfully. So I just fill them in, give myself a little shape to my face. Did you know that? Did you know the eyebrows? So the friend that I was telling you about with the gels, she taught me this. Eyebrows frame the face. And it's so true. Like, I can totally tell a difference in the appearance of someone's face with their eyebrows. And our eyebrows give us so much of our expression that, like, it's really important to have your eyebrows speak, like, what you're thinking or feeling in conversations, not necessarily when you don't want people to know. But I'm not very good about talking and putting on eyeliner, so I guess I've never really tried before. I feel like I'm tilting my head. I'm not really sure why I'm doing that. Okay, oh, I know why, because there's a counter right here, and like this is as low as my elbow would go, so I gotta tilt my head. All right, so let's fill in this other eyebrow. And I don't want my eyebrows to be like super bold, so that's why I don't like put more of the multitasker powder on the brush, because I don't need that much. And I don't want my eyebrows to be like the only thing you see on my face, or the only thing anyone sees on my face. Okay, so that part's done. I'm not sure I'm done with that, so I'm not going to put the lid on quite yet. All right, so I have eyeliner and I have eyebrows, and what's next? Next is getting this concealer powder out of the corner of my eye. Okay, so I'm going to do, so my eyes are hazel, but they have green in them. And I love that they have green in them because green's my favorite color. So on the color spectrum, the opposite of green is purple. And I learned this a really long time ago. And so I have this, it's a matte, it's called Diffused. It's a matte purple shadow. And I don't know if you can see how purple it is, but, and I'm struggling because I wear glasses for close-up, and this, shoot, I just spilled it. Not a lot, just a little bit. So doing this close-up stuff is a little challenging when you can't see anything, which is why I wanted the magnifying mirror, but it's not working. So, but when I'm at home, I have a lighted magnifying mirror that somehow I'm gonna set up to be able to do these things, so. So my friend who, with the gels, also taught me that when you put on eyeshadow, so my eyes tend to droop down, and that's always been the case, but as I get older, it's getting more pronounced. So I take my eyeshadow and I angle my brush and I just tap it to put the color on in an angle that lifts my eye. So it's an optical illusion technically. And see, there's that eyeshadow down there where I don't want it, so I'll have to clean that up before I finish. And then I bring it in. So I just tap it in, and this is just applying the color, like I'm not done. And the great thing that I love about the Young Living mineral makeup is that I can wear it muted by applying it dry, or I can wet my brush and then it's called foiling, and I can darken the appearance of the color so it's more dramatic. I don't do a lot of dramatic with my cosmetics because I'm learning how to not look like a clown, but until now, and including now, yeah, clown right here. I was a professional clown in college. I had an instructor in my business communications class, and she had a 14-year-old son who was a magician, Magic by Kelly, and he needed an assistant. Well, there were 2 of us in the class who she called on because we were her star students, and my partner in that class, her name was Melissa, and she was the lovely assistant in the cute little getup with the, you know, tights and whatever they are. Not tights, maybe they are tights, I don't know. The stockings that are all glittery and the cute little dress and all that stuff. Well, not me. I don't do that. Never have, never will. But so Melissa was his lovely assistant, and I was the opening act. So here's an observation I made during that time in my life when I was doing that. People don't like clowns. They're afraid of them, like seriously afraid. And there were so many times when, I'm just getting the extra purple color off my brush, so many times, like we would do events in the mall. This was in Puyallup, Washington, and we would do events in the mall, and Kelly did his magic just like at a little table out in the middle of the mall, and I would try to get people to come and watch him, you know, do his thing, and people would like walk a wide berth around where I was because they were afraid of clowns. Like kids, adults, it didn't matter. There were so many people who would like not come anywhere near me. Some people would even not even come to that area of the mall because they heard there was a clown. And I wasn't a scary clown. Like I had clown makeup and stuff, but I was a fun clown. And like I had a polka dot tie, I had striped socks, and you know, rainbow hair. Like I was fun, and people, yeah, they're just scared of clowns. So I'm taking this this light color, it's a matte, and I put it on the lower part of my upper lid, and I just like the effect that this has with the contrast of the purple. Yeah, I can't do that with, yeah, I'm learning. Bear with me while I learn. The edit from for this video is going to be challenging, I foresee. Okay. So anyway, I really like the contrast of the purple and then this. It's like a cream color, and now I can't remember what it's called. It's not Residual, because Residual is shimmery. And I try not to use a lot of shimmer on my eyes because shimmer will highlight that crepiness of my old skin. So I don't want to highlight that. Like I'm trying to cover it up. Okay, but this is Residual, and it does have a little bit of shimmer to it. I guess I didn't show you the other one. Here's the other one. So with this one though, I take just a little bit and tap it off of there, and then I put it just under my brow line. And this is another way to kind of lift the eye, because like I said, my eyes turn down in the corners. My husband is the only one who's ever seen me do this with my makeup, so I'm feeling very clown-like right now, and almost debating as to whether or not I actually want to post this video. I mean, I'm going to, but there are some things I may edit out because that's why. Okay, so here I am. See that creepy skin? It's bad. It's so bad. Okay, next we're going to apply, let's see, did I do everything? It seems like it went really fast, so I feel like I'm missing something. So I'm going to apply, oh, that doesn't stay out. I'll go back in there. My foundation. So this is my foundation. It's Savvy Minerals foundation. And I just tap a little bit onto my brush, and then I tap it off. I'm not going to do it high enough for you to see it because it makes a mess. I want to keep it close to the container. Okay, so here, where I have this, see it's all dry now, I'm going to apply my foundation. And I do it by patting it in. So just to bring you as a passenger on a clue bus, this is only the second time I've ever done this with the concealer in the corners of my eyes and then covering it with the foundation. And so far, it's been okay. I'm not super thrilled with what my skin looks like, which is why I want to learn more about how to make that different. How's that look? So in the video it looks like crap. In the mirror it looks better, but I'm also further away, so I'll experiment a little bit with the other side and see what happens. Maybe I'll put on a little misting spray to help make it blend a little better. I didn't put as much on the second time, okay. I feel like I'm breathing heavily. There's another thing that happens when you get old. If you don't move your body while you're young, it's harder to get it to move when you're old. Ask me how I know. I don't like moving my body. All right, and then I blend it into my hairline because nobody wants to see that line there. Hi, handsome. Okay, a little bit more. And then when I apply this is when I blend that contour so that those lines aren't so stark and dramatic. I want to blend them in, but not so much that they go away completely, because the whole reason for having them is to modify the appearance of the shape of my face. Because I'm old. Need all the help I can get. We blend it all the way down the neckline. Okay, now, here comes the fun part. I take my kabuki brush and I blend my eyelids. So this is really soft and very gentle on the eyes, which is great because you don't want to poke yourself in the eye with something sharp. All right, I think I need a little bit of this. So this is a misting spray, and I'm just gonna spray my foundation brush. I hope it doesn't get on everything. And put just a little bit of the foundation on here. There we go, that's a little better. Okay. So I also have, well, this is the veil, which is what I used for the concealer to begin with. But now I'm going to take it dry, tip it off, and then put just a tiny bit here in the corner. And then take my blending brush and blend it a little bit. Blend that a little more. There we go. Yeah, so I still have dark circles and big bags under my eyes. Okay. Now, so I don't have a lip liner. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to use my, where's my brush? Did I not take it out? I didn't. So I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna get it nice and damp with the water in the sink, so it's nice and wet. And I'm gonna take this diffused purple, tap it off. I'm going to use it for my lip liner. So see what I mean about using water? Yeah, that, don't talk. To make the color more dramatic. It's the same thing I used on my eyelids, except I'm using it on my lips wet. Screwed it up. Where's the tissue? There we go. All right, now a little lippy. That's not horrible. That's not great. That's not horrible. Let's mute it. There we go. And last, nope, wrong one. Eyelashes. This is going to be challenging because I usually do this really up close. Okay. So this is lengthening mascara. So I touch it to the base of my lashes and then wiggle it just a little bit. Wiggle it just a little bit. Wiggle it just a little bit. And then I brush up to get them nicely coated. And then my eyelashes curl funky, so I gotta go over here and do this. And then I have to come in here and do this. And then I go one swipe on the top and then curl it back up again. And then I have to work at separating them because my eyelashes are fun like that. So there's one. Now let's do the other. Same thing. Wiggle it just a little bit. And then swipe on top. Okay. And we gotta let it dry a little. Oh, I gotta do the bottom ones. Which I rarely do, but for our purposes today I will. I don't put a whole lot on here, just enough to make them kind of visible. Because they're really light, and evidently one of them is white. It's on this eye. I even took a picture of it. Sitting here with my mouth gaping open. Why do we do that? Does anybody else do that? Tell me in the comments. Do you gape your mouth wide open while you're trying to apply mascara? Like, does it stretch our eyes or stretch the skin away? I don't know why we do it. Okay, this is volumizing mascara. Wait, yeah, that was lengthening. This is volumizing. So this one I just brush on when they're almost dry or close to dry, just to give myself a tiny bit of volume. And I don't put this on my lower lashes. One, because putting mascara on my lower lashes is challenging. And two, if I haven't put mascara all over the under part of my eye by now, I'm not pressing my luck. So there's that. Okay, so this is my baseline look. This is how I put on my mascara, my makeup on a regular basis. Not regular basis, when I wear makeup, this is how I wear it. So, so this is the first of many, I hope, videos to show you how I use natural cosmetics to apply my makeup and give myself an improved look. And I will be doing some research and learning how to do that so that I can help eliminate some of the appearance of these lines and the bags and these dark circles, and how I can do that using color. Sorry, that was a little dramatic. Using color and other options. I just have to blend this a little bit more. Okay, that's better. All right, so if you liked this, if you want to learn more, if you want to join me on this learning experience, on this journey, then just hit subscribe, and I will see you the next time I see you. I hope everybody has a great day, and cheers.